Mango Music exclusive.
I grew up like a savage.
This entertainment.
They are.
And I've been a part of it. And
We are.
And it gave me the best.
Yeah.
I did the best with it, you know. And I can't take nothing back. I enjoyed it, but that's why I believe I am who I am. And I give back the way I give back, just to show like you gonna get a touch of it. You gotta be able to use your hand, and once you're gone, you're gone. There's only a handful of guys that can really stay around.
Before we get to the Niners, real quick, I'm just thinking about being young, having an NFL check, having the notoriety, and having the access to ride down Collins, and seeing all that. Hey, bro,
First time. Cleveland, Ohio.
did you? I mean, was you? Because you. I mean, how did you? You know what I mean? How did you deal with that, man? Was it? Well, you of course you had Chris Chambers, right? Was he lacing you?
But it's
You're still young. You're a kid.
yeah, it's like it's like a boy in a candy store. Like, you know, it's nothing that you know, it's fun. Like,
Yeah.
you got the access. You got every access card to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And you ain't got nobody around you.
Right.
Nobody to be like, hey, no, we ain't doing that today.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you got
Yeah.
that right and that left.
Yeah. You in
And-
there in the prime of Young Money, Cash Money.
Yeah, like
the prime.
Live on Sunday.
Live was at its
It
prime.
wasn't even there.
It wasn't even in the
It
club
was
yet?
still the fortress.
Oh. Wow.
This was before you come over the bridge. You know how you come over the
Over
bridge?
the bridge, yeah.
And now you go to,
Yeah.
you know,
So what was
Fountain
there,
Blue.
like Story?
Yeah, Story, Blue
Yeah.
Blue Frame, and
All that, yeah.
Mountain, you know, all that.
It wasn't that fancy back then either.
No, it
People
was the
was-
same.
Yeah, I'm saying no as far as like, you know how the black community has elevated, because like you said, Liv wasn't there. Like the bottle service and the sections have went.
Oh.
It's a circus now. It wasn't.
Yeah,
They was still pulling up at Wet
can't-
Willie's getting
yeah.
drunk.
You can't go nowhere without that thing looking like it's you ain't live.
You gotta have your billboard, gotta come. You know what I'm saying? Your bottles,
But
everything.
I mean, that's how the city survived.
Right.
They figured it out.
They did.
You
They
know what I'm
did.
saying? And-
they went from
and one
cocaine
thing-
to clubs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
You know, when you really look at the history of it, so it's hard for. I mean, I ain't gonna say really hard, but yeah, it's hard for a guy not to want to go and enjoy that. Now you can't abuse it, but you gotta enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? But that's everywhere though.
True.
Everything got its way of life. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you just go down there, there's beaches and like
And
you
beauty,
come-
bunch of beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
come out here, you supposed to lay, you supposed to relax and smoke good.
Yeah. Facts.
You know what I'm like? Everything got
Got its thing.
Got its thing.
Right. You go to New Orleans, they gonna tell you I want to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eat good and you gonna drink and
Drink.
get fucked up.
Yep. Yep. Everybody
And
got
nobody
their
ain't
thing.
nice and say baby.
Baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't got
yeah.
nothing to do.
Yeah.
Go up there in that Atlanta and that North Carolina area. You know what I'm saying? They gonna sit back. They gonna drink some beer. They gonna be mild. They gonna party. They gonna have strippers.
Yeah.
They gonna do it
Bunch of
all.
wings.
Bunch of wings. Yeah. They ain't
Yeah.
gonna. Bunch of barbecue
Yeah.
over here and doing different things. And they gonna. It's chill. I'm gonna get my money and chill.
And chill. Yeah.
Like, so I had a great run with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. 2011. Right. You're in the Super Bowl. I know, you know, it's like you so much of a great athlete that the things you do, it seems normal, but it's really very rare.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not only did you make the NFL, I don't even know what the percentage of players that make the league on top of people that go to the big dance,
Yeah.
right? And you did that, right? Both college and the NFL.
Yeah.
And what is that like? Like, what is that like going through that? Like, you know, your family there having press day, having, you know, just that whole process, everything that just goes on with that.
Well, you know, I was fortunate to go to 2 Super Bowls, but I lost 2.
Yeah.
But I was fortunate to have the experience.
Yeah.
On both of them. My first one was, you know, I never forget it because my old man was going through a sickness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So at that time, he was, you know, missing everything when it came down to football.
Pancreatic cancer.
Pancreatic cancer. So he was missing everything that was going on with football. So to go that far and still endure what I was enduring and not letting it focus or not letting it play on to what I do for my job, you know, being able not to have that guy that you call your ear, you know, he can't talk to you, you can't sing, you ain't coming around. Like, okay, yeah, I know he does what he does for everybody else, but at that time, being in a tough time, I'm coming off an injury. I ain't really happy with how my year really going, but I'm trying to grind, trying to stay a team player. But then I ain't got my backbone. He laying on a deathbed.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm still here with y'all. But it's just how we made up, you know. And just for him to be able to just go to that game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Walk in there and we going there as a family, me, my wife, and the kids, and my mom, and you know my best friends and everybody. Just for him just to see that game, and he been rolling ever since.
Super dope. And I like the story he told with just you know, waking up out of the coma and seeing you.
Yeah.
And then telling on the whole hospital staff.
Yeah.
Like,
Everybody.
Get him, son. Him, that nigga.
Yeah.
All these
All y'all.
niggas. They all out of
They
pocket.
all fucking with me. Yeah. Like, I'm so glad you here. Like, give me a new phone. Give me a new iPad. I don't care about it. Yeah. He just turned up.
He said it just gave him that he was
Yeah.
back. You know
So
what I
I
mean?
just, you know, you get the phone calls from different people in your family that ain't scared to really tell you the real. You know, and I was trying to hold off because, you know, I'm on this side. I'm trying to really stay within what I got. This is my job. I can't let in my personal life really interfere with my job. But shit, this is my old man. You know what I'm saying? So I just got that phone call and I just shot.
Yeah.
Boom, like, I'm out of here, man. I can't take it no more.
Yeah.
Then as soon as he woke up, he just looked at me like, But you have 4 doctors. Like, who that? He like, oh, yeah, that's my son.
Yeah.
Like that. So then I stepped out with them. We had a real decent conversation because I don't really get everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I finally got everything. So once I come back in, I was relieved. So he was relieved. So
Right.
that's how that connection go. And then everybody else is really relieved. You know, he get to see everybody. So now I can go and do something.
Yeah.
You know, that'd be the hard thing about being in the league and just being away.
Right.
And like you can't do nothing.
You miss so much.
You can send out much money, or as you want, but sometimes money ain't nothing.
Ain't enough. Yeah.
Like you just need to see a face.
Right.
You just need
That's
to,
a
they
fact.
need to smell you.
That's
like,
a fact.
Like we got kids now, so like your kids, every kid you got smell a different type of way.
Yeah. Yeah. That's instinctual though. That's the human part.
That's
yeah.
the human part of you.
Yeah.
Like so, some of that like you need. Like you tell your come here, baby, come give me a hug.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying?
That's yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that brings you a different joy that for a hot second,
Man,
20,
that's a
30
fact.
minutes. Like,
That's a
you know what I'm
fact.
saying? So you just you never know. We look at these animals and we got a lot of traits that they got.
That's crazy you said that because I think about like what endorphins probably kick off when you mess with your kid. That's some kind of high. You got to get out of that. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. And that's like a reward for
Man,
being.
just like a dog.
Yeah. For
It's
sure.
the same way. They just talk to you.
Yeah.
Hey, daddy, how you doing?
Yeah.
The dog say,
Yeah, definitely.
like
That's a
they
fact.
say the same. You know what I'm
Yep,
saying? Like,
that's real shit
it's
though.
just you can take it for what it's worth, but we all relatable in some
That's
type
real.
of shit, some type of situation.
Speaking of that Super Bowl,
Yeah,
your quarterback, Colin Kapernick,
yeah.
you wasn't on the team with him when the controversy started. Well, the media considers controversy when his protest started.
For sure I was.
You was on the team in
He took the
16?
knee.
It was 16? Is that when that
15.
started? 15.
No, he took the knee.
Wait,
in
early
13.
on. Yeah, but it wasn't being
Really,
highlighted.
yeah,
Because
like-
he was just doing it early on.
Yeah, that was early.
Because you also took a knee in celebration in the end zone. Was that with him or that was just a celebration?
I never took. I take my knee for what I
For
take.
just like
just
a normal,
blah,
yeah,
blah, blah.
yeah.
That might be one of my celebrations.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like with that situation, it's just really it's each his own.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you stand for. You know your rights. You don't need to. You do things as a team.
Mm-hmm.
You stand up with your team. You go down with your team. It ain't no different than your gang.
Right.
You don't respect everything that the gang do, but you still ride.
Yeah.
And that's the same way with that. Like you might have a different feeling. You might not think that we gotta go about it this way, but as a team, if y'all gonna really go out there and that's what your brother feel, and that's what majority of y'all feel like,
Yeah.
and it don't hurt you personally.
Right.
Like what happens is once it start hurting you personally, then that's what it hurt the whole
The team,
situation
yeah.
or the cause of why we did it. But hey, man, I don't care about that man taking
Doing
a
that,
knee.
yeah.
I don't care about you taking a knee.
Right.
And I took my knee because I don't want to be the one standing up.
Yeah.
And everybody come talk to me about, well, why you stand up?
Right,
Well, ain't nobody gonna come talk to me if 40 of us all take a knee.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Right.
I just
You can't single me out.
Can't single me out, but you single yourself out by standing up or by
Yeah,
doing a little
doing something
things
else, yeah.
that don't really make sense.
Did you do you in retrospect when you think about it, because I think about it like iconic moments, right? Like so many different ones, even ones that they didn't highlight as big, from Mahmoud Rauf to when he was playing for the Nuggets, or something like Jim Brown and his protest back in the day, right? Muhammad Ali, right? Do you ever really think back about like later on with all your accomplishments and everything you did, you still was a part of something else in sports history that was more political? Like this is your teammate, your quarterback.
I mean, you stand and you ride, and you just have an opportunity to tell your side.
Yeah.
When you get an opportunity to tell your side,
Yeah.
how you really feel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, definitely is an iconic moment, but what did it really change?
Yeah.
Just to be honest, but a conversation
Mm-hmm.
that we've been having for years. That man still, the other day we just heard, no disrespect, no shout out. We just heard 7 years. He, I don't know.
He wanted to play,
He want to still play.
and they offered him a coaching position.
And he like, man, look, I want to play football.
You think it's something even from those championships as a competitor? He feel like he left something out there.
For sure. He only played 3 seasons.
Yeah.
He got, right now, this has been his 10th year.
Would he be older than Tom Brady right
No.
now? As a player? No.
No. He ain't older than me.
35, 36.
So is in your opinion, is that over with?
Cam Newton done.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And that's my dude.
Yeah,
I
Cam-
love
Cam
Cam,
being
and I
done is
ain't
crazy.
throwing no shade, no nothing. But
Let me ask you this, as a player, as a former player though, right? Because it seems like this happens. Prior to 2016, when it really got funky, it seemed like there was something happening with Cap and the team, right? As far as like, he didn't seem as good, right? And the same
the
thing.
players left.
Yeah, okay, but that's what I'm about to ask you. The same thing with Cam Newton, because sometimes when players aren't in the favorite of the media, they write these narratives, right? And sometimes it's the system. Sometimes it's
the
just
players.
shit happens on the team, right? No team stays good forever,
Never.
right?
Every team is different every year. You never play with the same team every year.
Where would the similarities in what Russell Wilson has going on right now be in that system? Him leaving a system that he was in?
For sure. And going to, it's all predicated to what you got. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when you look at everything that you just said, when you look at Colin Kaepernick and Alex Smith was there way before he built his own name.
Mm-hmm.
Colin Kaepernick came into 2 of the top tight ends, Michael Crabtree. We got Randy Moss, he had Edwards.
Yeah.
He had me, Mario Manningham.
Weapons.
Like, you got Frank Gore. You got Anthony Dixon. You got Hunter. Like, you got guys that was really coming in. You had a all-star defense. That should at sometimes probably that whole defense should be somewhere getting a yellow jacket.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Even if we might be dead and gone, somebody might be able to step up there.
Might be not first ballot, but they should all get it.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That 11 out there was dangerous.
Hard.
So what did you? I was a nice special teams.
Yeah.
I'm top 4, top 3
For sure.
every year. You get what I'm saying? So where do you get good field position, you got good runners, you got a great line. Like once them pieces start being eliminated, now it's time for you to really, of course.
Yeah.
Now, of course, it always go down.
Yeah.
Same way with Cam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect, no shade, but once you start losing your pieces.
Does it have anything to do with, okay, well, does that have anything to do with quarterbacks who use their legs, right?
No.
Which is typically us. And because what would be the difference with how they kept the Patriots so good for so long? What is it that Robert Kraft is providing?
The team.
Front office?
Tom Brady went in there and he designed his team.
Who else has those options though? Like as
a person who controls the narrative. And it ain't that many of them.
Okay.
So it's a Tom Brady and it's a LeBron James.
Let's keep it real.
Michael Phelps.
Yeah. Ain't that many.
And Usain Bolt.
Ain't that many.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it ain't that many.
Yeah.
So the question is hard because it's not that many people that can really go in there and be like, all right, we're going to keep him, and then we're going to let him and him go.
Right.
But a couple people.
Stay on blue.
They all blue.
I'm just trying to stay racked up like you.
Put an 8 in a 1 and do magic. Tryna stretch hair run like elastic. Eco-friendly drug dealer, I don't waste no plastic. Use all 4 corners of that baggie. All I ever wanted was a bankroll. So I pull up on Champ before the bank close. Say no to stank hoes and stank clothes. No paramedic pimpin', nigga, we don't save hoes. Yeah, rest in peace to Lil